Hello, my name is Franklin. I'm with
Lisa Thao with Rainey's Alterations.
and
Max Liang.
okay, and I think this is going to be fun. I went here last week and I had some pants that really needed to be fixed. But before we get into all of that, I said something called Naozhong. So what does Naozhong mean?
That means hello.
Okay, and so what language is that?
Hmong.
Okay, so y'all are y'all know Hmong. And do you know any other language besides that?
Oh, yes. I speak Hmong, Thai, Lao, and of course English.
Wow. Wow, that's cool. That's cool. So I know one word in Hmong, and so I have to use my one word, Naozhong. So I got Lisa was telling me some other things to learn as well. But
Right.
okay, so I brought my pants here, and I had seen in downtown Grove Rainey's Alterations, and so I needed to get my pants fixed. So Lisa, what did you do? What was wrong with my pants, and what did you do?
It had an open seam on the side, and then after I looked at it, the hemming started to fall apart. So I said, let's fix the hemming too. That way the pants looks good. So we fixed the open seam on the side and redid the hemming.
Okay, so this was suit pants, and what you saw with the part that needed the hemming as well, is it looked like it was glued together or something like that?
Correct. It was glued together and it was just steamed back on.
Okay. All right, so I definitely didn't notice that, but I mean, that's why you had to come to Rainey's Alterations sometimes. And now, you didn't just do that. You didn't just do what you just said for my pants. You did other things, like I think you might have ironed the pants, or you cleaned the pants, or you did something. Can you go a little bit more? Because you gave more than what you said you were going to do. So can you tell me about that too?
The hemming, after each hem, we always iron back up the hemming so that it looks good. And then also I use a lint roller to clean off the furriness of it so that it looks clean.
Okay. All right. And the other thing that I was thankful for is that y'all were able to do that within 24 hours. Now, I'm not saying you're not necessarily promising that everything's going to be done like that, but for me, I got that back the next day, which I was thankful for. And I'm anticipating that you're going to have more business after this interview, and it might, and so I'm not saying you're promising that, but I'm just telling you what my experience is.
That's correct. We and on the ironing part, we don't just use a regular iron. Our iron is a steam iron. So for a lot of the clothing nowadays, like suits or the thing that is a little bit more fancy, needs steam instead of just dry iron, because otherwise it will damage the fabric. And of course, we try to do very, very short time. Especially if you're in the army, you got stuff that is scheduled, or wedding, or obviously if you face a hardship like funeral or things like that, we try to do it really fast, because those are a lot of time scheduled, and we got to meet that schedule.
Okay, now when I was talking to Lisa, I learned that this is not your first rodeo. This is not your first store.
No.
So you had Lisa, or I guess both of y'all had a store in Missouri before, and what was that store called? What was the name of that?
A&J Alterations.
So why was it named A&J Alterations?
It was named after both of our oldest daughters, April and June.
Okay. And so then that brings me to Rainey's Alterations.
Right.
Why is Rainey's Alterations called Rainey's Alterations?
So Rainey is our last daughter, the youngest, and we wanted to name it after her, as in case if she wanted to take over when we are finished, when we're done. So she's actually expressed a lot of interest in sewing. She's already learning. She's actually helping us a lot of work around the shop here. So I think it's appropriate that we name it after her.
That's powerful. So even at a young age, you are thinking about how to give real skills to your children that can last for a long time. And this is practical. I mean, being able to do that. So I'm really happy about that for y'all doing that. Okay, and what got y'all into sewing and hemming and all of that? Like, what's the backstory on that?
Well, my wife went to school for it. She went to technical school, and she, of course, graduated from school, and she quit her job and started doing it. I was teaching, but when I retired, then of course I came over to the shop and kind of start helping her, and then she taught me here and there, and then I learned, I guess, probably pretty quickly, and so now we are a partner in tailoring, alteration, and things like that.
So how does it feel working together with your wife?
It's actually a lot of fun. It's kind of unimaginable that one day you will be working for your wife, but it's actually a lot of fun. I do learn a lot. This is an art. It's not just thing that being sewn together. It's actually an art. It's a lost art. It's a lot of skill that is involved into it. So I enjoyed it. I love it.
Okay, and why did you, Lisa? Why did you want to go to school for this? Like alterations. I mean, you could go to school for so many different things. Why specifically alterations?
Well, you can't see me, but I'm a 4'9" person, and a lot of my clothes need to be altered. So in that case, that would save me money, and also it would save me a trip to go find a good tailor. Like Max said, this is an art, it's a talent, and I could put my talent and my art to use, and I can pretty much make my new clothes fit the way I like.
Okay, now you talked about small sizes. That's interesting. But then also there are people that have plus sizes. Mm-hmm. Do they get services from you for alterations as well?
Definitely.
Yes, they do. They get service for what we can do to make the outfit fit them better, whether they're plus size or petite size. We will work in every way to make it fit and make it work.
Okay. Now, I saw that you have different sewing machines. What is your favorite sewing machine and why?
They're all my favorite because they all do all the job. They do. Each one does different jobs, but I don't have a favorite one. But the one that I use the most is my straight machine, and that's what does my wedding gowns, my dresses, my suits, to pretty much everything in the shop here.
Okay, so I saw that you have a Juki. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. You have at least 3 Juki machines and all of that. So what is so good about Juki and what would you say?
It's one of the top brand names of industrial commercial sewing machines. They're quite expensive, but they do the job really well. And they also get maintenance done yearly, and it's easier to find parts for them.
Okay. All right. I didn't think about finding parts for the sewing machine, but that would make sense. Okay, so that makes sense. Do you want to add anything to that?
Definitely.
Max?
So those machines are not one purpose, all-purpose machines. They're one machine doing one job, and so they're specialized in one particular job. That's why we have so many machines in the shop. Lisa was mentioning about straight. Straight machine is like what you buy from maybe the store, but it's a heavy duty, and it's also do a better job than just that. And then of course we have blind machine where like a slack or a suit pants, where when you blind it, you see no stitches outside. And there are also machines particularly for for jean, and so those will be like what they call walking machine, where it actually lift up the foot and to the next stitch, and it walked, so that the jean would be, when you hem it, it's a little bit more authentic to a jean pants or a jean shirt. So we have different, and we also have cover stitch where they all work on like elastics or fabric that is a little bit elastics and things like that. So that's why we have so many machine, and because of they're doing different purposes.
Okay, wow. So y'all went pretty deep on that. And my last question, I think, we'll see, is I remember reading in a book that it said being different is better than being better, because basically your differentiation makes you stand out. So there are many different alteration places. Actually, I don't know too many, but there are different alteration places in the world. But what makes Rainey's Alterations different?
Well, when I think when it comes to difference, I think our friendliness. We like to serve people. We like to talk to people. We like to make sure that what we serve them is good, is great, and the job that we've done is beyond standards. And so that makes our difference. We also are petites, as Lisa said. So we are brought to the awareness of being able to understand how clothing fits people when it comes to different sizes. And so I think our shop is also different because we have so many machines that could do different jobs. And so we can serve the whole 9 yards. And it doesn't matter whatever you have. It doesn't matter, it have to be a piece of garment. It could be a sofa or a pillow or some sort of curtains. We can do it all. So
interesting.
That's what makes us different.
Customer service is our #1 priority. So like Max said, we greet our customers with friendliness. We talk to them. We even have customers that come in on, just an occasion day, come in and sit and chat with us. We're open to that. We're happy to have them here.
You don't have to bring a piece of garment.
Yep, you don't have to bring a piece of garment just to come and sit with us and chat with us. We love having company here in the shop. And the other thing is prices. I know some garments may be pricey, some may not, but that varies depending on what needs done and how much work that gets done on it. So prices vary depending on that. The other thing is when it comes to a piece of garment and our customers bring it in, we will tell them up front whether it's worth fixing or it's not worth fixing. We don't just want to take their money and go ahead and do the job for them. If it's worth fixing, we'll tell them. If it's not, we'll tell them. That way they don't spend a fortune on it or waste time on it.
That's excellent. And I mean, so when you're thinking about the customer, and I remember hearing someone say, like, if you are focused on the customer mindset, the business that understands the customer mind the most wins. And it seems like that's what your focus is. And so that is a big part of how I believe your business will continue to grow here in Grove. And I'm so glad to be able to do this spotlight. Now, I believe y'all have a Facebook page, or how can people like maybe find you online if it's not Facebook, if it's a website, or if there's a number to call or something like that? How can they do that?
We're on Google. That's how they find us here. And we're in the process of getting our Facebook page up for the shop here.
Okay, excellent. All right, so Lisa and Max, thank you so much for your time. I know, Lisa, you were like working on a wedding dress, so I'm like, this is precious time. I mean, but I'm so thankful that you were able to do this interview, both of you, and I'm really happy for what you're doing here in Grove. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One last thing. How do you say? You said see you later or something like that in Hmong. How do you say that?
新基多.
All right, Sing Ji Dua.
That's right.
All right.